Hey guys, welcome back. So free up your time now for another 30 minutes because I'm one of your first hosts, Herbert.
Enrique?
And Jonathan. Where's Ron?
And there's a silence now because there's no Ronnie.
Wait, Ronnie.
Which is normal.
Wait, actually, does Ronnie talk a lot in the podcast?
No, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing because we don't want to hear anything he has to say. Let's be honest.
He only has good hair and that's it, right?
That's
or what
hair.
is it?
Only if you want to learn about like hair products and
Facial hair.
Yeah, facial
But
hair.
I'm hoping he doesn't have COVID, bros. I haven't talked to him about it.
I think it's just the flu, which for you guys to know, he's sick today.
He
didn't say what, but
is he gonna get paid or?
Nah, we're not paying him.
All right, for sure.
Like he has to show us a negative test.
Oh yeah.
Isn't this his third sick day? Should we just fire his ass?
I'm down. We should fire him.
Yeah, but like, I think he's been doing good though. This year he's been. I don't know why he got sick though. I'm like, I know he gets people sick. Like I don't know if he's been eating bad or he's not sleeping too much.
Nothing gets me sick.
Are you being
That's
serious?
right. When was the last time I've never
never
seen you
been sick.
I've
never been sick.
Is it a Marine thing? Is it a Mexican thing? What is it?
It's a personality thing. I don't believe in getting sick.
No, wait.
Sir, you're bleeding out, and I'm not.
I walk it off.
Wait, Enrique, you never got COVID?
No.
Shut the hell up.
You've known me the whole time.
Well, I'm
so.
just saying. I don't know. Like,
Did I ever get COVID?
You've gotten COVID like what, 5 times?
No, once.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
I got one COVID once, but
no, because Jonathan likes to he doesn't wash his hands. So fun fact about Jonathan.
No, I haven't gotten sick but just with COVID. But I haven't gotten like the normal flu. You know, it's a crazy thing that I used to get. I used to get like basically when I was in in college, when I used to take finals. You know how it's always in December?
Yeah.
Or like, you know.
Oh, I would dread that.
I will always get sick. Like, it's weird. Like, maybe not lack of sleep or something. Like, because you know how you stay up like all-nighters to study for the final? And then I'll get a cold or something. Or my head was hurting or something crazy. Yeah, dude.
Once that happens, don't you get like, God, dude, God's playing a mean joke on me. He's laughing right now.
Yeah.
When it gets you at the worst time, I hate that.
And it's like your final, bro. This is like 20% of your grade is going to go down the drain if you don't study hard.
I tweak out on caffeine, which is why I don't often consume caffeine, because on exam days, those are the days I rely on caffeine because it needs to work. So like if I drink coffee every day, then I feel like my tolerance of caffeine goes up. So I rarely drink caffeine, and only on important days I drink like 2 or 3 cups of caffeine or whatever coffee, and then I am ready to. My mind is like super excited. So.
Oh, interesting.
And I still fell.
Right. Yeah, you always say you don't
fail. He's all jittery. You know what they say? Like, okay, I heard that when you
you fell with passion.
Yes.
No, I heard that when you study with something, like, you know how some people take Adderall?
Oh, you need to have that while you're taking
the test.
You
need to study first, and then you need to have it while you take the test.
That.
Even if you chew gum, I heard this. I don't know if it's right or wrong.
I heard that too. Where
did
I hear that? Yeah, I've heard this.
Like, if you chew...
I do that, yeah. Okay. Well, it's a psychological thing where you connect certain things when you're studying, like the smell of a candle. Let's say a lot of people do,
and it brings back all these
memories. And it brings back the memories.
Yeah,
you can't do that one too much in school, obviously. But
bring a candle to school.
But like if you only eat certain gum when you study, and then when you really study, and when you take an exam, you eat the same piece of gum, and your mind will start jogging because it's like muscle memory. It's more familiar.
So let's say if I hypothetically I study with you all day, it's like, I need Enrique around. Like,
I'll go with you. I'll sit next to you. I'll take the exam.
Just give me a sock. I'll whiff it every 5 minutes or something.
Well, can I go on a run first?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's disgusting.
That's
disgusting. I want him to pass. I'm here for you, Herbert.
I want toe jam. I want just like an old nail. Anything.
But whoever is studying for your midterms or whatever, because I know there's people that are still in school. Just go hard, man. I always tell people,
we're never soft, actually.
What?
Always go hard.
Yeah, always go hard. Yeah. No, but like stay hard. Like Soraya says, stay hard. No, but when you study for something, try to find your study habits. I know Enrique. I don't know how he studies because
I'm curious.
I have like 3 or 4 quote unquote games for myself when I study, because it's really hard to trick my mind into like studying, I guess. So like I have like these 4 different methods that I do to stay focused on homework, because I struggle focusing. So I just have like 4 different methods to study, whether it's 30-minute segments or like I put a prize at the end or whatever, and if I don't reach it, there's a punishment.
What's the okay? That sounds wrong. First of all, what's the prize?
I mean, like anything. Like let's say even like if it's a Saturday or whatever, and the people want to go out and drink or whatever, like I'll be okay. If I finish certain tasks, then I'll go out and do it, and if I don't, then I don't. And very often, like I have the discipline to actually listen to my own rules, so like I won't do things that I like to do because I didn't meet certain requirements, and because that actually bothers me because I want to go do what I want to do. Then
do you listen to music?
I mostly listen to like
classical
music or like what's it called? Is it like
bedroom funk or something.
Lo-fi or lofi, yeah.
Yeah. I listen to hip hop beats.
Only because sometimes when I listen to music that has words and like lyrics, I sing along and my mind, for the sake of getting distracted and procrastinating, I focus too much on the lyrics and I don't focus on what I'm doing.
I used to listen to rap. I was like, dude, they're just talking about like the corners that they're like protecting,
like drugs, money, drop out of school.
I can't concentrate with that sometimes.
And like women that I don't have, so I relate to nothing. But
so
yeah, I do classical.
Yeah, so I can't listen to music. So it depends on the subject, but like if it has words, I just struggle focusing because then I focus on the words.
What do you use, Jonathan?
I use the same thing, like tactics like that, like kind of like rewards. Like I don't know. Sometimes even when I have a hard week, I can't wait for like the mountains or like no rain or no snow because I look forward to those days, like hanging out with whoever is like hiking with us. Like sometimes like I'll be like, yeah, it's gonna be a hard week at work sometimes because I have to go to the field or whatever or reports. But like looking forward to the weekend, like, oh, I'm gonna go out with the boys to go hike this mountain. It's like freedom, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to think about anything. You just, yeah, it's pain and stuff, but it's like, it's fun, you know? So that's what I like. And then when I went to school, I'll do the same thing. Like, you know, if I finish early, then I could just hang out and go to the gym.
Just do whatever you like and want to do, which is what I struggle with in my life because there's a lot of things I want to do, but I don't have the luxury of time, so I don't always do what I want to do. But I guess it's part of the process.
What will you do, Herbert, like during school?
I listen to classical music. I always study by myself. I can't do groups. I love groups.
I'm an
extrovert and like I love discussing problems, especially like as an engineer because it's all like conceptual mostly and like.
Well, you know what? I take that back. When I did do groups, I did enjoy them, but I've always preferred to do it by myself.
I can't do only groups. I definitely can't only do groups. I need to have my own time to like process stuff, but like I love talking to people.
Yeah, sometimes I try to find like. So if there's a group, I always try to talk to the guy. Oh, so this guy is understanding way more than me.
Or you know when you like to teach someone something that means you know that subject, like you won't forget it in an exam. Like you won't have a brain for it.
I remember getting. Do you ever? So you're doing the group study, and then the test finally comes, and then you have that week of you don't know what you got, and then the test finally come back. Don't you always like feel kind of good when you're like you're the one that gets the good grade, and then the other people like they like fail and they don't come back.
That kind of happened to me in my first exam, even though I got a D. But like the average was an F. So I was above the average, but like the person I was studying with, this girl, she taught me actually like two of the methods for MATLAB or whatever. And I did them exactly how she taught me and I got them right and then she got them wrong. And I was like, what? You taught me this. Like, how did you get it wrong if you taught it to me?
Did you tell her like that?
Yeah, I told her exactly like that. Okay, I'm like, what's wrong with you?
She probably felt bad.
Yeah, I insulted her for like 5 minutes straight.
Oh, yeah?
I waited till tears started dropping. So
that's the only way to do it.
That's the only way to do it. Now she learns. Now she wants to do it again.
She's better for it. Good for
her. I'm supposed to study with her like I think tomorrow. I think so. We'll see.
I remember we all took this class, differentials. I remember when I took differentials in college.
Differentials.
Yeah, so I took that class.
It's actually kind of fun. I kind of like
it's
math.
It's not bad.
I love math.
Hard.
Yeah, so I took that class, Laplace and all that, and I remember the first exam. So our teacher was a brat. Like he will basically call out the highest scores first.
Oh yeah.
And the lowest scores at the end. So he'll call your name like Jonathan, and you're like,
my name.
My teacher did that too.
But
I haven't experienced that.
Like you wouldn't know like what you got, but you know you got the top. If you're in the top, then you got the top, right? Like if you're the first one, then you're the highest grade.
You hear your name called, and then it goes by.
Yeah, you're like, and then so I remember one of the tests, like I felt so good. I walked out. You know when those tests, like you walk out and you're like, I killed this test. You know, this is
you like strut to like turn it in.
Yeah, to the desk. Like and you're happy and like you study for it, right?
Yeah, you slam the door when you walk.
Yeah, and you just piss off. Like you just start cussing out your friends and stuff. No. So I remember when I took that test, I walked out happy. You know, I was talking to me. You know how you always talk to your friends and then they start like saying like, oh, I got this for this and this for that. And you're like, wait, no, this. You know, you start arguing like, no, that's not it. Oh, maybe you got it right or maybe you got it wrong. Whatever. So next thing you know, yeah, he calls my name first. And that day I was wearing like a button up, dude. Like a button up, like the cholo, like a flannel button up.
All the way to the top?
Nah, almost. Like like I left the top just open, but still I wear that button up and I was like bumming it, dude. And because I was cold that day. And I remember like he called my name first and I kid you not, I walked up and I from the corner of my eye, dude, I saw this one girl like that she was like a nerd or something, you know? She looked at me like I could see her face like saying like, how did this kid, how did this dumb, yeah, like this guy looks like a cholo. Like how did he get the highest grade?
Hey, you'd be surprised, dude. Looks have like really changed my perspective. Yeah. Where like I see some students where like it's no offense to them, but like I even talk to them and like they don't seem like they're very cognitive for the subject, and I'm like that's crazy. And then we do something that you're tested on, and they do better, and I'm like what? When I was talking to them, they were not even like understanding what was going on. Like they do better. Like do they guess better? Like what's going on?
Or do they cheat? I'm saying.
I mean, hey, I don't know. Anything's possible.
But yeah, so I don't know, man. That brings back a lot of stories about like school and stuff. But yeah, stay motivated on school though. Whoever's going to school, don't give up because it's only a short. It's kind of like when you work out, it's just pain goes away, right? Because it's
just treat it like a boot camp. It's only 3 months of pain and suffering, but after that, it's done. Just make sure you put in the work.
So yeah, so whoever's in school, good luck on your midterms and finals are coming around the corner. I know I'm saying this, but next thing you know, you're gonna be in summer and we're gonna be hiking more with us.
I got an exam next week, and I'm actually really hoping to get an A on that one. It's thermodynamics, and like I've been studying the hell out of all these cycles and engines, and like I really hope I do well. If I do bad, I'm just gonna like I don't know.
But moving on though,
what do you mean you don't know?
I was gonna say something stupid, but no.
No, say this is for open space. This is a safe space.
But still, I really hope I do well on that exam because
all right. So moving on though.
Well, honestly, like Long Beach on lockdown, like you got it back.
So behind the hiker, behind the pain and suffer, basically the homie Francisco, if you guys don't know, recently for this what was it, President's Day? Yeah, this President's Day, right? Like weekend. You know how everybody gets the Monday off, so he ended up doing, and his birthday was on Tuesday, so he ended up doing this challenge by himself though. We talked to him, me and Enrique talked to him, or me and Ronnie talked to him before because we went to work out in LA Fitness and we were talking to him and he said, yeah, like if you guys want to support me or if you guys just want to show up, you guys don't have to do Iron Mountain. But he said, well, first he told me, he's like, I want to do 100 miles. And I was like, 100 miles? I was like, yeah. He's like, I want to do 100 miles. I was like, oh, you're going to go run you know how sometimes there's events, like run 100, like an ultra runner. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then he says, I want to do Iron Mountain 7 times. And I was like, wait.
Crazy statement to say. Like when Jonathan told me, because I wasn't reading the messages, I was like, what?
It was 1 time's crazy.
I was like, 7 times? I'm like, that's ridiculous.
It's like, and then he was serious. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, damn. And I know he can do it because like he has a lot of like
he has grit.
Yeah, he has grit. And you know, David Goggins, he like reads books and he like looks up to him. You know how he's all about like stay hard and shit like
motivation.
That. But
what's his stats? So what's his stats?
But he ended up doing 58.83 miles, and it took him 33 hours, and it was 29,000 feet elevation gain. 29,000 feet elevation gain. That's like Mount Everest.
30,000 feet elevation, basically. Almost 60 miles in 33 hours. That's ridiculous. I'm proud of him. That's honestly a feat to accomplish. So like I don't know. I know we can probably do it if we try it, but like I don't know if I want to try it. I give him props. That's amazing.
So congrats to you.
Wait. So how much did he do elevation?
29,000.
Okay, I just looked it up because I was just curious. And Everest, by the way, the tallest mountain in the world is 29,032.
Yeah. So he did
basically
elevation.
The tallest. Yeah. Oh my god, that's so impressive.
That's props awesome. So and then he ended up putting this out. You know, he said coming down is always the most dangerous part. Like if you guys don't know, when you hike. And people like always say like, oh, I want to get to the peak. And like people think they made it when they got to the peak. But no, you don't make it when you get to the peak. You have to have energy to come down, right? Because you haven't completed the hike. You want to go home. So I guess when he was coming down and it was at night, unfortunately, he said the last mile, me being impatient, rushing down and not being careful, I ended up tripping down, lost my balance, spraining my left ankle bad. There was no way I couldn't keep going to finish the rest, like the 100 miles. He's like, being safe is my main priority, which is, I agree. You know, you got to be safe, Smart. Like take care of yourself. And it could have been worse, a lot worse. He's like, back home safe, going to get some checked and recover. He's like, the rest of the week, he's like, thank you everyone for supporting. Because Soraya, Daisy, Jesse, they all went up there and supported him. They gave him food on Sunday. Me and Ronnie, we're going to go on Monday in the morning, President's Day, and go like hike with them for like 2-3 miles, you know. But this happened, so we're like, well, you know, he's already home. So I'm happy that he's home and he's good.
He's safe because out there it's dangerous out there. But I'm happy he made it home safe.
But he was, I don't know, it's crazy. You know, I cannot see myself doing that by myself. No, I cannot. Like I don't know. I'll be like.
I would want to do it with someone. Like I feel like by yourself, like that's so much mental power to him. So like I give him props for that.
I think I would just break down and start crying when I was spraining my ankle. Like to be honest, no, I mean like. Oh.
Do you know like how many miles he had left to get out of the mountain when that happened?
He said the last mile.
Oh, the last mile. Oh, he got lucky then.
Yeah, he got lucky.
He just had to like wobble it to the end.
And it was at night.
Yeah, it was at night. It was like probably like at 12. Yeah, 12 or 1 in the morning. There's bears. There's like bobcats.
I was thinking about that too. Yeah.
There's like animals out there. There's snakes.
Temperature and food, all it's relevant. So it's crazy.
And That's I know that I don't know. Like he just, I don't know. I can't not see myself doing it. To be honest, he had all the equipment he prepared. Like I said, people fed him. You know, before he went to the last the last up and down.
Would you want to do it with the boys here? We could just take the podcast equipment and just do.
Sorry, hiking.
You haven't even done your half marathon.
100.
That's true. Thank you, Ricky.
I've done it before. I just haven't.
But you haven't done this year. This is a new year, bro. New year, new Herbert. You got to do the new
month, new you.
You got to do a half marathon, and I think Herbert, you should do a marathon.
We should do another run to the beach with you included.
Oh, dude, that would be crazy.
Oh, shut up. I don't know about that.
Okay, Herbert, have you been training? Have you been training like running at the gym when you go?
I haven't.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. If I do within the week, I maybe do once. I do cardio.
A mile?
No, maybe no, not even a mile. Maybe.
Why
I do
don't
like stairs
why,
for like 5 minutes.
Why don't you do it every single time after? Like, is it time? Is it? Like,
yeah, usually
lazy?
time is like, oh, it's time for me to go home. Oh,
so then run faster.
No,
that's my logic. Like I try to do 1 mile in every single workout, and like because I hate running on treadmills and maybe just running in general, like to some extent. But like I run as fast as I can that mile, so I'll be running my miles in like 6-7 minutes. It's improved my time, but like not on purpose. I'm not trying to compete. But like I'm running 6-7 minute miles just because I want to get off the treadmill. So like I'll put on the fastest speed and I'll sprint for like the longest time. I'll control my breathing. I'll sprint like the last minute.
Okay, no, I kind of want to do a marathon. I don't know about the whole run to the beach thing. That's ridiculous.
That's basically a marathon.
At the end of the year, though, you have so much time, bro.
Okay, but I just
at the end of summer. I don't want cold.
Look, I'm not a selfish guy. I don't want to do this on my own. So I want my boy here, Ronnie.
Let's go.
Ronnie will not do a half marathon.
Yeah, he will. We'll convince
him.
He
won't.
No, I know his like spidey sense tingling right now. It's like, do something bad's happening.
Like we won't have.
Right
Okay. You know how we were talking about we like a reward system? We'll need for sure like to set something down. Like, hey, Ronnie, if you do this half marathon, we'll take you to all the bars in the U.S. or something crazy. Or the clubs.
We'll take him to San Diego or something.
Oh yeah, like we had to take him somewhere that he like. I don't know what he loves.
The baddest will buy his next Coachella ticket.
That's true. Yeah, he'll for sure do it for that.
Okay.
No, but I don't know. So yeah, I do want to. Enrique knows this. Like me and Enrique want to do it with you guys. Like with
yes.
I already done a half marathon with you, Herbert. Yeah. And it feels so cool to do it with others. It's like
it's just fun too.
Well, it's fun seeing you.
It's camaraderie. You both accomplished, or you people in the group accomplished a goal that was hard. You all struggled and you all finished together. It's camaraderie. It's super cool.
Something romantic about like struggling together, huh?
That's why that's where the word camaraderie comes from. Like it's just like people suffering together that, you know what I mean, create the biggest bonds that like compared to love, I guess you could say. But
and like people like I don't know. I'll say like Maribel and like Kristen, like, you know, they look up to us and we look up to them, you know. So it's like, come on, they're like every time we talk about it, like they're the ones that tell you like Herbert, like they're holding you accountable. So, and I know Maribel will run the half marathon with it. Even Kristen will do it because she's training for a marathon. You know that, right?
I know. Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah. I think she's doing the LA. Wait, why do you have ice?
Sorry, if you can hear that, I have ice in my mouth.
Yeah, but so Kristen's gonna do a marathon soon. So she's gonna do.
When's the LA marathon?
I think it's in March or something. I don't know the date.
We should go. We have to go support her.
Yeah, we have to go support people. I want to give should we give people drinks? Like, you know, when you stand in the side and you start giving them like water and shit. We should give them like
throw a water bottle at her when she passes by.
I know what to get. I'm just gonna give her a jeter.
A jetter.
I know what
baby
she wants.
Baby jetter.
Yeah, honestly, that would probably work. Yeah. It'll kick in like 20-30 minutes later. And like,
instead of like giving her water like on the side, you know, people give water.
CBD infused drink.
That's like
no, but I don't know. I feel like I wonder how the weather's gonna be in March though, because right now the weather's crazy, guys. You guys know what's going on with the weather. Enrique just showed me some stats like what's going on with.
So it's crazy because I was on Instagram and I saw from the LA Times that Southern California gets first blizzard warning on record. Blizzard warning for Los Angeles. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. So we've never had that, which means that like I would argue that like in the next couple of years, I think it's gonna start snowing here. It's definitely gonna start snowing here.
How do you guys feel about that?
That'll be dope. I'm down.
Honestly,
I'll take it.
Okay, so like
it's scary because
it's controversial because most people that like to live in America, I guess, the arguments compared to other states is that like it's the weather. They always argue that California weather is the best. It's always like a comfortable weather. Yeah. And so like if we get snow now we're siding on one side of the weather. So like it's gonna bring a lot of hate to California, I would think, right? But it's interesting.
But it's not gonna snow every day like other places. Still. Like we're gonna get like 1 or 2 or 3 days max. That's fun.
But I think according to that same article, it says that temperatures will drop like 10 to 20 degrees below the normal. And this is saying normal to cold, to our cold, not normal in general, but like normal to our winter. It's gonna drop 20 degrees lower than that.
That's a lot.
Which is a lot.
Of degrees.
That's a ton.
That's a lot. Yeah. So it's gonna impact us a lot. Which I feel like is going to be interesting because we're not used to dressing like that. We're going to go out and like not wear as much because we're not used to it. But
so, I mean, this is the winter. Do you think we're going to get the same thing in summer? We're going to increase temperatures?
Oh, that's a good question.
yes, I think it all falls into the same thing because it's getting hotter every year.
Yeah.
But it's not getting hotter at the same rate. Like it's only getting hotter by like a few degrees or like 1 or 2 degrees. But it can get colder easier than it can get hotter.
So if you think about it though, I know this is like kind of completely different, but like our body temperature is 98.6 Fahrenheit, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Close to
normal
100.
body. Imagine if our body, you'll die for sure. If it drops like 10, like inside, you're done.
Yeah.
Like,
Isn't
if,
it like hypothermia?
yeah, even if you increase your
what's the-
temperature, you get like flu, right? Like 100, what is it, 100 something?
What's freezing temperature? I think it's like 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
33, 32, yeah.
Something like that. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
obviously your body won't do that.
Oh, you'll die.
Because you wear clothes. But like it's just crazy, dude. It's expected for these next coming days that it's going to be 2 to 4 inches of rain. Which today we experienced some rain and some hell.
And wind.
I wouldn't
Wind
a
too.
lot of wind
Slight
too,
hell,
but
yeah.
I wouldn't call it blizzard yet. But I mean, it's hell, and I think hell,
Hell?
after hell is it's blizzard. So like I think it's interesting.
Hell or hell?
You pronounce it the same way. I'm sorry. English is a fun language, but like a lot of words are very redundant. So
Yeah.
But that's kind of scary. It's gonna be fun, but like, look, I think I don't know. I've been noticing a lot of car crashes or a lot of like accidents
oh
in the
my
freeway.
God.
A
Tell
lot.
me about it, dude. My
Like,
drives to school have been
to
so
Long Beach?
annoying.
Yeah, so it's like I cannot see Californians or whatever, or
Drivers.
even like drivers.
California
driving.
drivers, I don't trust them.
Dude, remember, we had like a bunch of rain like 3 weeks ago. There was like the subway like got flooded.
Everywhere. Oh, dude.
We're
There
not
was,
used
like-
to the water.
I think somebody drowned because it's crazy.
Hey, don't
No,
laugh.
I'm
That's
serious.
messed up.
No, I'm serious. Like we don't know how to handle it.
It's funny though because we really don't. But
Yeah.
like all this traffic has been stressing me out because I have arranged times to get to class. And I was late to an exam when I was supposed to arrive 30 minutes early. 30 minutes early to an exam, and I was 10 minutes late to an exam.
I'll talk to you. I was talking to
And
you. Yeah.
and honestly, I didn't finish the last problem, even though I knew how to finish it. So I feel like that stresses me out because, like Jonathan says, exams are like worth a lot of your grades. So that's actually where the one I mentioned earlier, where I got a D. I probably could have had a C if I was just on time. If I had those extra 10 minutes
10
to
minutes.
like to put in the work. And it just stressed me out because I planned to get there early, but with those 3 accidents that day on the 605, and I was just sitting in traffic.
Dude, they know it's like, dude, Enrique has a test.
Let's
like,
just crash.
You're not down.
on exam days, I just got to arrive like 3 days early, like just camp out
3
the
days
class,
early.
just have a little tent out there.
Yeah.
I remember though people like sleeping in the campus
I've never
for
done
finals.
That.
Not,
Did you
I
do
wouldn't know.
Yeah,
But
me
people
too.
will camp in the libraries. Like even people will sell like tables. You know how people have there's tables in the library. People will sell tables like, hey, like this table is like $100 like for the day. Like because they'll reserve it, which you're not supposed to do that because that's like I don't know, like not gambling, but that's like you cannot do that. Because it's like a public space. But yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. It just I don't know. I'm kind of excited for it, but you know what? It kind of sucks because like I do like the rain. We need it, right?
I love the rain, but it is
I love
it is
this weather.
interesting.
Honestly, I love this
I
weather.
love it, but you cannot do anything else. Like, you can only go to the gym for sure. That's the reason why we've been like not hiking. We've been going to the gym a lot. I don't know if you see us, but we've been hitting the gym, maybe running. But recently I went cycling, right? Oh my God, it's been so cold. Enrique knows this. Going down a hill, hitting 30 miles on your bike when it's cold,
Your fingers fall off.
in your face too. Like your nose is running. Like everything's like bad. Like and then yeah, like when you go uphill, it's different because you're like your muscles are like working. But when it's like a chill ride, like
When it's
cold.
downhill, you're not pedaling as much, and since you're not pedaling, you're not creating so much heat in your body, so you get a lot colder going down, and there's wind and everything. So there's like a lot of reasons for you to get colder compared to going uphill.
And then so I don't know. So but I did it. Me and Enrique and Carlos went to Santa Fe Dam, and we had a good time. It was kind of dark already when we got there. The park was closed, so there's no cars. But I guess you could still walk to the park, I guess, inside the park, or you could cycle. And Carlos ended up I don't know why Carlos is a curious guy, but he
Bike curious. Actually.
no, he's a curious guy. But there's a bike right there. We're like by the pier, like where people fish, and there's a bike there, like by itself. And then we knew someone was around us, maybe in the restroom or somewhere around like but we couldn't see because it's dark. Well, we could see with our lights, but we don't want to shine the lights. And I guess Carlos, what did he end up doing?
Because I was messing around because we saw the bike and there was a restroom there, so like there was a light for the restroom, but everywhere around there it was just super dark. And so I was telling Carlos there's probably someone in the restroom and just messing around because I was just messing around. I was there's probably someone over there too, and he was like him in confidence was like, "Hello, is there anyone out there?" And he had such a smile on his face. And then someone replied They said that
Park is closed.
hey, the park is closed. But I thought it was funny because immediately Carlos's face like dropped. Like he looked like he was afraid. He looked away. Like he was just like, it was just so funny to see him. I was like, it's okay.
Carlos is like one of our buffest friends. And
he was like a puppy, like a little chihuahua.
I saw his tail go between his legs, and I was like, dude, like I'll protect you. I will protect you with my life. It's gonna be okay.
But-
no way, you consoled him.
I had to make him feel better.
That's cute.
But we ended up walking away, or we rode away, and then we took a picture somewhere else because we wanted to take a picture there. But you know, it was a good time. And then I went again with Felix, and we ended up going to Santa Fe Dam, the same like place, and they started closing down because not closing down, but like at a certain time, like sunset, they close down and they kick all the cars out, whoever pays to go in. And the sheriff came up to us and he's like, "Hey, do you guys have cars here?" Because he thought like, I don't know, you know, some people take their bikes and then they ride around there. And we're like, no, we're like, and then he just left us. But I thought he was gonna say like go home or something.
He flashed the light on you?
Yeah, dude, the light was so bright. Dude, cops always like use the light.
Did you flash him? Like,
no, I didn't want to. No, he'll get mad for sure.
Yeah, he'll go.
But no, and then going there though, there's so much water going down San Gabriel River Trail.
Nice.
Yeah, it looked
a
like
lot of water.
It looked like I was just messing around, but it looked like little Niagara Falls and stuff. But there's a lot of water, and the reason why is because they know the forecast, right? So they know they're gonna get more water, so they could still fill up the dam up all the way up and like by the mountains, by the Zuzu Mountains. So they release some water down, so it could like, you know, go down to the aquifers and then they could pump it out.
Which an interesting thing about that is that since we're not used to water and rain, a lot of homeless live in those areas. They have their own little tents there.
It's crazy.
So I can't imagine when they realized it, because I'm sure they're used to rain. It rains here and there. But I don't know if they when did they notice that like this isn't rain anymore? There's like a whole flood coming our way. Like we need to get out of here now. So I'm curious for them, but like it's just crazy to think about that.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. And I seen it sucks to see, you know, there's more homeless like in the San Gabriel River trails, like just like over time, you know, like ever since I was like in middle school, we used to go bike riding there or skateboarding. But now it's like you see more and more and more. But yeah, you know, like I don't know. I guess they're friendly ish, you know, they don't say anything to us, so we just
tell you that the park's closed.
They just tell us the park's closed and we just leave. But I don't know. So I feel like I don't know. I just love like that area to like cycle, but it is kind of dangerous. I never go by myself. I've done it once, but normally when we go with friends like Enrique or Carlos, someone else. At least have someone else with you.
Someone that can defend you, like me and Jonathan.
Well, not Carlos because he will run away, but
I'll protect you if you're hanging out with me.
But we ended up doing that day though with Carlos, like 18 miles, and it felt good. I don't know, it was a good ride. It was cold though. It was really cold, and it reminded me of like when me and Enrique went to like the mountains, and it was so cold that day. So like, is it fun? Is it fun cycling right now? Yes and no, because if you don't have the right gear, then it's miserable. But if you have the right gear, I guess like all like you're suited up, like double layers and all that, then it's fun. And it's the same. It goes the same with like hiking and anything, right? But except running though, running you like overheat, I guess, or like you like work out faster. Yeah. So you build up your like what is it? Your heat, yeah. So, but I have been running trail running with Amber and Daisy. We ended up every Friday. They go up to like the nearby trails right here in Azusa, Glendora, and we ended up doing this past Friday. We ended up doing like 7 miles, dude. It was pretty cool. The views are awesome. Like when it's like, I like waking up earlier than others. I know other people wake up at 5 o'clock too, but I like to get my workout in the morning sometimes. Like, you know how Ronnie says like it feels good because you start like that, or you
get out the way.
You get out of the way.
Like burst of energy for
you get a burst of energy, and then you go to work, and then you don't even have to drink coffee in the morning. You could drink coffee like at 2 o'clock because you need it.
I missed that.
So like, I'm excited to keep on running with them. I know this Friday and Saturday and this weekend is gonna be like bad because of all the rain, but I'm kind of excited to see what's going to happen with these nearby mountains that we have here. Are we going to get snow? We might. Are we going to get some or ice or hail or whatever? So I want to see, like, I don't know. I just kind of want to see what's going to happen. Because it's like been like, you know, like Enrique brought up the stats. Like it's going to be like something that we haven't seen before.
Which I guess to kind of answer your question from that same article about the first warning in blizzard here in Southern California, it says that the snow will be most concentrated in the mountains, with some areas seeing it at elevations as low as 1,500 feet, which is pretty low, because that means some of the cities or some of the houses that are kind of higher up close to the mountain, they're at those levels, so they're going to get snow. We might not down here in the cities, I guess, it's more centered out, but it says 1,500 feet, I guess, from sea level, which is not that high, which means that some people out there are getting snow.
Do you remember when Victorville and Hesperia got some in Barcelona, that area got some snow? Remember, like it was last year,
Yeah,
they got some snow, and then like people were like tripping out, like what the hell, like
what's going on?
like, yeah, like what's going on? This is a desert. Like, oh, I guess California is a desert though. Let's be real. Like California is, we were never supposed to be here, but you know we started building here and all that.
My
But,
deal
like,
came here.
My deal in and started building housing and stuff. But I don't know. Would I ever move somewhere else?
No.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't. I love California. Every single time I travel, I love traveling.
No, I remember when we went to Iceland. And then,
Iceland is beautiful.
No, then we met other Americans, like, they're from Colorado or Kentucky,
my
Virginia. I was
God.
like, you're from California? You're so lucky.
Yeah, they're like, we love San Diego or
We
Hollywood or
love
LA.
California,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, it's crazy, Enrique. Like they will tell a story. Like
I've met people, trust me, and in my experiences in my life, I've met people from every single state, from all over the world, and they all have something to say about, like, wait, California? Like, oh, cool, that I know about that place.
like they see us as like, I don't know how, like they even say like, oh, they'll say like, when I retire or I want to get a house like in the future, like, and then I don't know, sometimes I kind of wanted to tell them like how much you guys make, because I know that if you live like somewhere like in San Francisco or in LA, you make more than other places because the cost of
you
living.
just have to. Which a fun fact too is I think in the last year, like I think 30% of people have been moving out of California for whatever reason. So it's interesting because what does that mean? I mean, I can't tell you specifically, but you can just guess that like maybe more houses, more real estate game going on. So I don't know, a lot's happening, but
there's a lot of buildings here that are not houses anymore. It's everything that they build now is condos, apartments, townhomes, and that's it. Like it's kind of hard to find a house with the backyard, like with the not like I'm not saying like a big backyard, but with a decent sized backyard. Like it's kind of hard to get that. It's not hard, but it's like you're fighting or it's expensive.
Yeah, and then the price definitely goes up. I think my uncle recently bought his house in Oakland. He paid like, I think it was like $500K, right? Which doesn't sound like too much, but after I was asking my mom, because I've never been to his house, supposedly it's a super small property. He has no backyard. It's only like 2 rooms or whatever. And I was like, what? He paid $500,000.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, for only that. I was thinking like a normal house with like a normal backyard, like you're saying, a small backyard, a couple rooms, but it's like, nah, it's like 2-3 rooms, no backyard, a small front yard. And I was like, damn, like prices are going, like they're crazy. So,
but
you got to be wary.
Something about having a backyard though, because have a backyard, like it's cool because like you could. I just bought like a jump rope, like a jump rope to jump, because I had one but I lost it. I don't know who. I probably left it.
Rope?
Yeah. So I bought one, and cool fact though, fun fact: 10 minutes of jump roping is the same as 30 minutes of jogging.
It's true. That's why I jump rope a lot.
I was like boxers always do that.
Yes,
and I used to do it a lot.
And they're light on. You get lighter on your feet, and that's good. Like when you get lighter on your feet, like you're fast. Like you can move fast, I guess. Like
you get more agility, but you get more ankle movement. I used to jump rope a lot. Like 5-10 minutes of just like jump roping was like equivalent to like you're saying like a lot more running. I used to do that a lot when I did MMA. Like jump roping was our warm up, and like 5-10 minutes of that, and you're sweating like crazy.
Yeah.
It's like you're in a sauna. You're sweating so much. You just have to know how to jump rope. I think most people jump rope with 2 feet, like they're jumping with both their feet, and that gets you exhausted in the first 30 seconds. You have to know how to like jump with 1 foot at a time, and that can keep you going for at least 10 minutes or whatever. But try not to jump rope with both your feet. You got to do 1 feet at a time and build a rhythm.
Or you could alternate. Like you could do like I did 2 feet, and then I'll do like 1 feet, 2 feet. Like like switch, go back and forth.
I normally do 2 and 2, like 2 1 feet to the other one. But I have like a little dance, I guess you could say, where like I kind of kick a little bit, so it's kind of like it's a little rhythm, I guess. But like it's super comfortable, and like I can keep going with that for a while compared to like jumping on both feet.
But you know what hurt? It hurts when like you're like when you're going fast.
Dude.
and then like you end up stopping or something happens and it hits you like like it hurts.
You don't even know when
you get whipped.
When I did MMA,
do you ever just bite your lip? Hit you in the back?
No, listen. In MMA, you're barefoot because that's the sport.
Yeah.
So like when you jump rope and you mess up, you hit your toes or your feet with a metal wire.
What toe?
It stings, dude. It stings. Like it hurts. The jump rope hurts.
No, but I think you should buy a jump rope, Herbert.
Yeah,
I know you have a little
cool.
backyard. Yeah, you have a backyard. So I kid you not, maybe you and Tina should like jump rope. I mean, serious, give it a try. Like you're not gonna be the
what
you're not gonna be
any type of jump rope or
it's
just it has to be your size, but that's it.
But if you buy one on Amazon, like you could like
Customize it.
You could cut it to your size. So like for you and Tina,
you
you guys are kind of like the same. You'll be fine.
Most jump ropes aren't one size. You could just cut them and adjust them.
I didn't even know that.
But yeah.
But you could look it up on Google. Like
you can find out. It's super simple stuff to look up.
Okay.
But so I I think you should buy a jump rope. Like buy it when like, you know, so you could do like those 10 minutes before you go to the work. If you shower in the morning, do that before and then go, you know, shower and then go to work. And that will be a good cardio. Like you'll like make sure
it's
like
only 10 minutes, but it you sweat like crazy. And your muscles don't get too fatigued. I feel like running or whatever, or stairs or whatever, that the fatigues you a little, so it gets harder. But like jump rope, you don't get too fatigued, and you just sweat like crazy, which is why it compares to running by a lot.
And then, so after the 10 minutes of jump roping, like in my backyard, I ended up doing like just air squats or just squats like just by itself, and like you know those Bulgarian squats, but just like or like half lunges. You know how you do like yeah. So I ended up doing like some of those, and dude, I was like my legs were like tired. Well, I don't know why they were tired. I think they were tired because of running, like when I did trail running. But I don't know. It's a good workout. Okay. So I think yeah. So if whoever is listening to this, if you guys want to start jump roping, I think it's a good cardio for sure. And we know of it because of because I used to train kind of somewhat boxing. Like I did it for like a summer, like a little bit. And I think it's tiring. Like those 3-minute rounds. It messes you up. It's tiring. Yeah. I even want to get myself what is it? Those boxing bags? Yeah, those boxing bags. But it's like, cause I want to like,
dude, I have pads and gloves. Let's go.
Oh my God, let's do it. Cause I want to do like 3 minutes.
Ricky wants any excuse to kick your ass.
Any excuse I can find.
No, but like 3 minute, like froze. If you've never done boxing, but 3 minute
sparring.
Yeah, sparring, like 3-minute rounds by yourself. Even when you're hitting something.
Shadow boxing or whatever.
Shadow boxing, dude, 3 minutes feel like forever because you want to put your hands down because I don't know, your hands start getting heavy.
Yeah, they start getting tired.
Yeah, like you're like, what the hell? Like, dude, like I could hold my hands up, but like I guess it's like if I tell someone to put your hands up for like 3 minutes, like it after a while you're like, bro, like I want to put them down. So it's like I don't know. It's a good cardio. So if you're not doing any hiking or running, like you have other alternatives. That's what I'm trying to bring up. And then talking about houses, so have a backyard. If you're gonna buy a house, get a little backyard. Yeah. But so you can have like, because I was going to say, because Felix, he ended up bringing his dog because his wife was out of town. So he came back riding with me, but he has a dog. And so he's like, hey, can I bring my dog? Well, I told him, I was like, you could bring your Chihuahua. So he brought his Chihuahua. And his Chihuahua was like really aggressive. You know how Chihuahuas are aggressive kind of? Yeah. And she was aggressive. Like when I go over, like she barks at me. But over here, like when she was at the house, like, I don't know, she felt like she had so much room because he lives in a condo. So he doesn't have space for her to like run around. He has to go downstairs and then take her out. But here at the house, like she was just running around everywhere. And then she's an inside dog, so like she loved the backyard and stuff. So I told him, I was like, bro, you're gonna have to upgrade. Well, he wants to get a house soon, but so yeah. So I was like, you're gonna have to upgrade sooner than later. But yeah, guys, stay tuned because like once the rain goes away and all that stuff, like we want to start hiking more with you guys, like with the whole group. Because now it's like I don't know, it's cold. But we do love rainy hikes. But the whole snow thing, you need more equipment, and we don't want to, we don't. What is it?
We don't want to endanger people because usually for hikes, not everybody comes prepared, and that's okay because we can take care of them. But like when in extreme weather, I don't want to risk it and stuff.
Yeah, guys. So stay tuned. Listen to our podcast and Spotify. Wait, I have ice in my mouth. And Instagram, look at the reels, and then what is it? TikTok, we have the working outs, and then YouTube, we have the podcast too. So just listen to it, and then please, if you ever see Ronnie again, like in running or anything,
kick him in the knee.
Yeah, kick him in the knee and just say like, "Hey, bro, like I heard you got COVID and stuff like that." I don't know. Yeah. Like just tell him stuff like that.
Yeah, he actually enjoys it. So just pick on him, yell at him, whatever.
And then say that he agreed that he wants to do a marathon by the end of this year. I don't know. I just want to see what his like. If you guys see him though, like don't tell us that we said it because he's not gonna listen to this. So I'm pretty serious. All right, guys. So we'll see you guys soon though. Stay tuned. We can't wait for summer though. Summer's gonna be fun with you guys. So stay tuned for everything. Talk to you guys soon.